So we'll discuss about single phase, and when it comes to third unit, so at the starting itself we will discuss about three phase circuits only. So right, can you try to draw the connection diagram for single phase full rectifier with RLE load? And one more name is there, I will tell you. So what is the another name for this single phase full rectifier with RLE load? So once if you understood the operation, then I will tell you. So what is another name? So single phase full wave, so rectifier with RLE load. Okay, na? Right. So in this class I will complete discussion about this single phase full wave rectifier with RLE. That's what. If you are having any doubts, so please respond in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask. So I will be happy to respond to your doubts. Okay, right? Can you try to draw the connection diagram? The same thing. So here we need to consider 4 number of thyristors, right? Okay, we'll draw it little bit faster, right? No problem. So I need to consider 4 thyristors. So the same thing, so T1, T2 and T3, T4. And when it comes to load, which type of load here we are considering? So here I am considering RLE load. So here I will connect 2 thyristors, T1 and T3 here. And what are the thyristors here? So here T4 and T2, right? Now I will draw the thyristors, and I consider 2 different colors for the thyristors also to differentiate. Yes or no? So this is thyristor T1, and here I am connecting thyristor T2. And similarly, so I will draw 2 more thyristors, T3 and T4, by using different color. So don't think that they are of different thyristors. I am drawing with different colors means don't think that they are of different thyristors. So all the thyristors are of same type only. Okay, na? Only to understand the operation, I am representing like this. And here also we will draw one more thyristor. And so the numbering also will be given. This is thyristor T4, right? And this is what? Thyristor T3. I'll give the numbering. T3, and what over here? T4. And similarly, this is my thyristor T1, and this is my thyristor T2. Okay, right? So then I will connect the load. So before that, I will connect the supply, input supply. Which type of supply we are giving here? Single phase AC supply or DC supply we are giving? which type of supply we are giving here? Is it a single phase AC supply or DC supply? Only few are responding. What about remaining students? Keep in mind, so if you are not responding means nothing will be happen. But once if you are responding means, so that will give some interest for you to listen the topic. Keep in mind. So finally, so you need to write the exam. Keep in mind. I don't want to write the exam. Finally, you need to write the exams, and you need to get the good marks or score, and you need to use this knowledge further. That's it. And here I am connecting the load. So RLE load. First I will draw the resistor. So and then inductor, and then a battery. Keep in mind, don't think that always E means back EMF. It may be a battery also, or it may be back EMF. If you specify the application as a DC machine, then it may be a back EMF. And I will give the name for this. This is capital R, resistance, inductance, and having a battery of voltage E. And I will provide the input. So AC supply, and it is following a sinusoidal waveform. This is AC. Is it okay for everyone? Is there any difficulty in drawing the diagram? And keep in mind, when it comes to this subject, power electronic subject, okay na? So everyone will consider the connection diagrams and waveforms only most of the time. Here I forget to mention, it is connected to which point? Second, this branch, right? This is like a jumper. Yes or no? I think you are having idea about jumper in power systems. Anyone, what is the use of jumper in power systems? Have you seen jumpers? Have you seen jumpers or not? No. So when it comes to RLE load, so earlier we observed that RE load. So in case of RE load, so the difference between RLE load and RE load is, so in case of RE load, so my output voltage waveform, it is there from alpha to theta 2 only. Yes or no? So my output voltage waveform, it is there from only alpha to theta 2. Yes or no? Why? At theta 2, once again I am repeating, observe here. So in case of RE load, so at theta 2, okay now, at theta 2, so my input voltage, that is supply voltage, okay now, input voltage, supply voltage, and so battery EMF or back EMF both will be equal. So that is Vs equals to E, okay now. So when Vs equals to E means, then what is the voltage appeared across the thyristors? So the resultant voltage generally appears across the thyristor is, in case of RE load or RLE load, this is Vs minus E, okay now. This is the voltage appears across a thyristor in both the situations, right? So Vs minus E. But at theta 2, if I observe the waveform, I will draw it once again, no problem. If you observe my waveform, so like this, and this my battery voltage or back EMF like this, okay now. At this position I am calling as theta 2. Yes or no? At this position theta 2, so this is back EMF or battery voltage E, this line, straight line, it's a constant value, and this is my supply voltage, it is going in downward, that means decreasing. Yes or no? It is decreasing at theta 2, both are equal. my supply voltage and back EMF or battery voltage equal, Vs equals to E. Okay, now because both are equal, so the resultant voltage appears across thyristor, that is equals to 0. Yes or no? When? At theta 2. After theta 2, also observe here, after theta 2, my Vs value, this is the Vs value, it is decreasing, right? Supply voltage. So my Vs value is so less than battery voltage E. Yes or no? It is less than or not? It is less than my battery voltage E. Because of that reason, so those who are absent for RLL load, so the same concept we are applying for half wave rectifiers also. Keep in mind. So after theta 2, if you observe, so Vs value is again less than E. Then what is the resultant voltage across the thyristor? Vs minus E now. So Vs value is less than E, means what is this value resultant? Is a negative value or positive value? The voltage across the thyristor after theta 2. I want response from every student. Those who are connected, 47 members are there. Okay, now. So I need response for this question. After theta 2, so what is the voltage across the thyristor? Is it a positive voltage or negative voltage? Clearly from the waveform I am showing. If you are not responding, means better to left the session. I don't want you to stay or connect to my classes. So right, after theta 2, from the waveform you can observe here, so my supply voltage is decreasing, but my battery voltage, that is E, is a constant value. So Vs is less than E, then what is the value Vs minus E? Definitely it is a negative value. This is the negative voltage. Negative value means, so we are applying negative voltage across the thyristor. If you apply the negative voltage across the thyristor, means the thyristor will turn off definitely. It is in off condition only. It is not in on condition. That is what happening in case of RE load. That is the reason why. So my waveform, if you draw the output voltage waveform in case of RE load, so it is there from alpha to theta 2, because I am giving the gate pulse at alpha. Okay, now my thyristors are in turn on up to theta 2 only. After theta 2, we are applying negative voltage. We are getting negative voltage because of the battery voltage or back EMF. Yes or no? So we are getting negative voltage. My thyristor will turn off. But in case of RLE load, okay, now, so because of the inductor, what is the nature of the inductor? Can anyone unmute yourself? Can you speak? What is the nature of the inductor? Yes. Yes, good ma. It is a fixed statement. You can remember like this. So inductor behavior will be like this. It doesn't allow sudden changes in the current. Okay, it doesn't allow sudden changes in the current. Okay, now, so when thyristor turn off at theta 2, definitely the current so coming out from the thyristor also 0, right? Okay, now, but because of the inductor doesn't allow that sudden change. So the inductor doesn't allow that sudden behavior of the current. Okay, now, so I will indicate the load current as observe here. Here I will indicate the load current as I0. So this current is I0. Okay, now, so after theta 2, when thyristor turn off, my load current becomes 0. But to avoid that, okay, now, to oppose that, so because here I am having a inductor element in the load, that is the behavior of inductor. The inductor doesn't allow sudden changes in the current. So the sudden change means suddenly my current goes into 0. So that doesn't accept by the inductor. So the inductor will try to continue that conduction. So the inductor will try to continue that current conduction. So by providing the energy stored inside of that inductor. Okay, now after theta 2, so still my thyristors will be in turn on condition only because of the energy stored in the inductor. Okay, now that energy stored in the inductor, it will support the conduction of the thyristor after theta 2 also. Okay, now that means, so indirectly I will tell you here. Indirectly, so after theta 2, this inductor also will provide some voltage in the positive way. So that is Vs is there now already, supply voltage. Supply voltage is also positive after theta 2. So the inductor will provide some voltage, that is plus addition. So Vs plus VL consider minus E, that is the resultant voltage after theta 2 in case of RLE. Okay, now, so even though Vs value is less than E, because of this VL value comes into the picture after theta 2. not before theta 2. Before theta 2 my VL value doesn't comes into the picture. So after theta 2 only, so my VL value comes into the picture. So this will add to my supply voltage. So the conduction of the thyristors so will be continued after theta 2 also. Again observe here at pi. So again at pi, so what happens to the my Vs value, supply voltage? 0, right? Yes or no? My supply voltage 0. But so E is constant. But what about this VL value? So VL value is there. Okay, it depends on the energy stored in the inductor. For suppose the energy stored in the inductor is very high. Okay, a lot of energy stored in the inductor. That means after pi also, so this inductor voltage will support the conduction of the thyristor further also, up to some period. That period we are calling as, in generally in case of half-wave rectifier, we consider that period up to that period we are calling as beta. Up to beta, so the conduction will be supported by my inductor. Okay, now that means, so clearly understood here from theta 2 to, so I will ask only two questions here. From theta 2 to pi, okay, now from theta 2 to pi, the conduction supported by, okay, now from theta 2 to pi, my conduction supported by, so only inductor or supply voltage, only inductor or both. From theta 2 to pi, so the conduction of the thyristor supported by only the energy stored in the inductor or the energy stored in the inductor plus supply voltage. So which is the correct? Both are only energy stored in the inductor. I want response from the students. So once again I am repeating, after theta 2, okay now, after theta 2, so my supply voltage is decreasing, okay now, so clear. So supply voltage is decreasing, the resultant of Vs minus E, that is negative value, right? So definitely my thyristor has to turn off, but because of the inductor, the energy stored in the inductor, so that will support the conduction of, so both the thyristor after theta 2. That is I mentioned the equation also, Vs, once again I am writing, observe here, Vs plus VL, yes or no, it is adding to my supply voltage, Vs minus VL minus E, from where? From theta 2 up to, clearly I am indicating, observe here, from theta 2 to pi. Yes, Anirudh, that's not correct now. Observe here, from theta 2 to pi, so the resultant voltage is what? Supply voltage is also adding now. Observe here, the supply voltage is also positive. Yes, I sure. So the supply voltage is positive and the voltage also supplied by the inductor. Okay, now both are there. Okay, now that means from theta 2 to pi, the conduction of the thyristor is supported by the energy stored in the inductor and also source. But after theta 2, observe here, after theta 2, my supply voltage goes into the negative, right? Yes or no, observe here, after theta 2, my supply voltage goes into the negative. Goes into the negative means this relation becomes what? Minus Vs, right? It is not plus Vs now. Minus Vs, the voltage is plus VL, minus Vs plus VL minus E. This is the equation when from pi onwards. Is it understood, everyone? Very important point. After pi onwards, only the energy stored in the inductor has to support the conduction of the thyristors. But theta 2 to pi, the conduction will be supported by both the energy stored in the inductor and also supply voltage, because the supply voltage is also there. It is also a positive voltage, it is not a negative voltage. It is also supporting the conduction of the thyristor. Yes sir, it is not opposing the conduction of the thyristor. Is it okay for everyone? Understood now? Yes or no? Please respond everyone, whether you understood or not. So clear. So once if you understood, then so we will draw the waveforms. Okay now. So first to draw the supply voltage, as usual consider 2 cycles. I will erase all these things. Okay now. First to draw the supply voltage, so consider by considering 2 cycles, and then try to draw the directly output voltage waveform. No need to draw the gate pulses. Try to draw the output voltage waveform. After output voltage waveform, try to draw the output current waveform. So hardly it will take 5 minutes. Yes or no? Not more than that even. Again I will indicate the current. So this current value is I0, right? So directly, all of you, if you are having doubt, that means if you are having problem to draw the waveform, please observe, keenly observe how I am drawing. The same thing I am doing now from almost two weeks I think. First I will draw this. First I will draw my input waveform, that is supply voltage. Yes or no? And I think you already explained now. So during positive half cycle, which two resistors are in turn on and which two resistors are in turn off. We already explained. That is the reason I am not repeating again the same thing. If possible, I will explain. So very simple now. If you consider the input voltage, AC supply, once again I am repeating. Okay now. So during positive half cycle, observe here. During positive half cycle, which two resistors are in forward bias? Can you respond? During positive half cycle, which two resistors? Shivani, good ma. So thyristor T1 and T2, they are in forward bias, right? And during negative half cycle, which two thyristors are in forward bias? T3 and T4. Yes or no? So T1 and T2 in forward in positive cycle, and T3 and T4 in negative cycle. You can observe here. So positive means this is positive. Yes or no? This is a negative. The positive is connected to anode of T1. Okay now. Similarly, this positive is connected to what? Cathode of T1. So cathode of T4. If positive is connected to cathode of T4 means it is in forward bias or reverse bias? It is in reverse bias. Then what about this one? This is in forward bias. Similarly, check with that negative mark. Okay now. So this negative is connected to where? Anode of T3, cathode of T2. Anode of T3 connected to negative means it is in reverse bias. Then what about this one? It is in forward bias. This is how we can verify whether my thyristors are in forward bias or in reverse bias. But even though my thyristors are in forward bias, but because of the RLE load, okay, RLE load, okay, definitely I need to apply the gate pulse, that is alpha. So alpha should be greater than or equals to what? Theta 1. Okay, now my alpha value. Okay, now if alpha is more than greater than or equals to theta 1, then only so my thyristors will be turned on. That is the very important condition in case of RLE low. Okay, now so I need to apply the gate pulse after theta 1 only. After theta 1 only, the difference value Vs minus E value, it is positive value. Okay, now right? And similarly you can analyze for negative cycle also. For negative cycle means this will becomes what? Negative. This will becomes positive. And keep in mind, in the exam you need to write the points like this. During positive half cycle, the thyristor T1 and T2, they are in forward bias. Okay, now similarly during negative cycle, thyristor T3 and T4, they are in forward bias. So like that you need to write the theory also in the exam. Okay, I'm not dictating or I'm not mentioning the points here. Okay, right? All of you understood now? So alpha is greater than or equals to theta 1. So clear. And during negative half cycle, negative is connected to anode of T1 and negative is connected to cathode of T4. Then it is in thyristor T1, it is in reverse bias, and thyristor T4, it is in what? Forward bias. Yes or no? Understood, man? And similarly the positive terminal is connected to anode of T3. Anode of T3 means so it is in forward bias, positive now, and positive is connected to cathode. Positive is connected to cathode means it is in reverse bias. And that means indirectly during positive half cycle, thyristor T1 and T2 are in forward bias. So during negative half cycle, thyristor T3 and T4 are in forward bias. So these points are enough to draw the waveforms. Okay, na? I will draw it. First, all of you try to draw the input waveform by considering 2 cycles. You can consider only 2 cycles. Okay, na? So I will draw it. Red color I will take. It is a sinusoidal input waveform. Okay, na? Right? That's enough. And divide the time intervals. We'll use different colors here. 0 to pi. Okay na? Again from pi to 2 pi. After that 2 pi to 3 pi. Yes or no? After that 3 pi to 4 pi. 4 intervals. And all these are the dotted lines, keep in mind. Yes or no? They are the dotted lines. And now I am not drawing or I am not including gate pulse. Directly I will try to draw the output voltage waveform. Anyone, so my output voltage waveform start from where? Is it start from theta 1 or alpha? I need response from all the students. So my output voltage waveform start from alpha or theta 1. What is the meaning of alpha and what is the meaning of theta 1? First you should know those things. The question is, my output voltage waveform start from where? Is it from alpha or theta 1? Anyone? My output voltage waveform starts from alpha or theta 1. From where my output voltage waveform starts? Any responses? Output voltage waveform start from where? Alpha only, that's it now. Definitely. If you are not providing any gate pulse means it doesn't turn on. Good man. So at alpha only my output voltage waveform will start. Okay now. Now, so from alpha to theta 2. Okay now. I will divide the interval like this. From alpha to theta 2, the conduction of the thyristors supported by the supply or inductor. That is the question. From alpha to theta 2. Okay na? Alpha to theta 2, the conduction of the my thyristors, it is supported by supply or inductor, which is correct. Only one student responded. From alpha to yes, supply only, right? Understood now? And similarly, from theta 2 to pi, okay now, from theta 2 to pi, the conduction of the thyristors is supported by what? From theta 2 to where? From theta 2 to pi, the conduction is supported by what? Is it an inductor or is it a source or is it both? That's what I discussed now just now. Both. Yes or no? Both will support. Keep in mind, it's a very, very important observation, especially in case of RLE load. So both will support the conduction. That's what I will mention. So here I will draw the output voltage waveform, and here I will draw the output current waveform, and I will draw one more waveform also, that is my supply current also I will draw it. Keep in mind. For supply current I will consider this color. So in case of single phase full wave, so we will try to draw the supply current also. I consider this supply current as IS. Okay na? I consider the supply current as IS. This is IS means supply current. I0 means what? Load current. Okay na? Understood na everyone? Right. First we need to draw what? Output voltage waveform na? Okay na? So to draw the output voltage waveform, definitely we require alpha na? I consider my alpha at this point. This is my alpha end. Okay na? Is it okay? So what is the meaning of alpha here? the firing angle. Okay na, after alpha only my thyristor will start conduction, and this is the pi plus alpha angle for what? Thyristor T2 and T3. Here again T1 and T2, again T3 and T4. It is a continuous gate signal, keep in mind. It is a continuous gate signal. Now, so can you draw the output voltage waveform? I will use green color. Okay na? So observe here, all of you. So my output voltage waveform will start here, alpha na, because this is the alpha angle means here will start the output voltage. Okay na? So once my thyristor T1 and T2 turn on, what is the output voltage wave? So voltage V0 equals to what? V0 equals to Vs, right? Yes or no? V0 equals to supply voltage Vs, right? Both are in parallel na? Yes or no? Both are in parallel, and this is my output voltage V0 across RL. So once the thyristor starts conduction means simply my output voltage across the load, it is equals to the input voltage, observe here, and it follows my input waveform simply up to where? Up to pi. First I will draw up to 5. Okay na? And again in that, so up to pi, up to, if you consider theta 2 here, okay na? If you consider theta 2 here, from theta 2 to pi, the conduction will be supported by inductor and source. After pi also conduction is there or not? After pi also my thyristor T1 and T2, they are in on condition or off condition? They are in on condition or off condition. After pi also they are in on condition only, yes or no? That is supported by inductor, the energy stored in that inductor, up to where? Up to pi plus alpha only. Up to pi plus alpha only. Why means at pi plus alpha I am giving the gate pulse to which thyristors? T3 and T4. Okay na? So once if you are giving the gate pulse to T3 and T4, okay na, T3 and T4 will turn on, then the conduction supported by the supply voltage, then there is no need for the inductor. Okay na? Then there is no need for inductor after pi plus alpha. After pi plus alpha, so the thyristors T1 and T3 will turn on, okay na? And I am getting output voltage V0 in the same direction, current I0 also in the same direction. Then my output voltage waveform, it follows again the input waveform, again up to 2 pi, again up to from where to where? Again from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, the same thing now. Again at 2 pi, what happened now? My supply voltage becomes positive, but the energy stored in the inductor will support the conduction of thyristors from where to where? 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, yes or no? 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha. Again at 2 pi plus alpha we are giving the gate pulse to what? Again for thyristor T1 and T2. Again, so here the conduction supported by what? Again this is a conduction supported by the inductor, I'm getting now some noise. Okay, is it okay for everyone? Understood now? Now I will indicate the from where I am getting noise. Yes, Sharadama. That's what. Right. So clear? So all of you understood now? I will indicate the time intervals also. So what is the angle here? This is alpha. and this is pi, and what about here, this is pi plus pi plus alpha. And observe here, so here thyristor T1 and T2 are in turn on, right? Yes or no? From alpha to pi plus alpha, thyristor T1 and T2. Okay, during T, so alpha to, this is from where to where, alpha to pi plus alpha. So during in this period also the thyristor T1 and T2 are in on condition, keep in mind. And what about here? Here thyristor T3 and what, T4, they are in on condition. Okay, is it okay for everyone? Understood, ma? Which thyristors are in turn on? That is very very important in power electron subject. And again T1, T2. And again here T3, T4. Understood everyone? The difference, all of you, why I am explaining RE load means you need to differentiate the waveform for RLE load and RE load. So in case of RE load, we have a waveform only from alpha to theta 2, but in case of RLE load, we have the output voltage waveform from alpha to up to pi plus alpha. That is there, yes or no? And similarly here also waveform will be there. Here also it is a continuous waveform. Okay, no? Now can you draw the current waveforms? Everyone, can you draw the output current waveform? So this is the output voltage V0. And what about this one? Here I will draw the output current I0. I will use pink color. Can you draw the current waveforms? So consider the same thing. So from alpha to okay, alpha to pi plus alpha. Okay, alpha to pi plus alpha, which two thyristors are in conduction? I will mention also those things. From alpha to pi plus alpha, which two thyristors are in conduction? Yes, respond ma. From alpha to pi plus alpha, which two thyristors are in conduction? Yes, good. From alpha to pi plus alpha, thyristor T1 and T2, they are in conduction. And similarly from pi plus alpha to pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, which two thyristors are in conduction? So T3 and T4, right? So you need to keep these points. These are the key points, keep in mind. From pi to pi plus alpha, my thyristors T1 and T2, they are in on condition. And similarly pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, right? From where? Pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, yes or no? From pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, thyristor T3 and T4, they are in conduction mode. So what I am indicating means now we need to observe the current directions. So when there is a T1 and T2 are turn on, okay na, what is the current direction, and T3 T4 are in turn on, what is the current direction? We need to observe those things. Here T3 and T4. Is it okay for everyone? Understood now? Now all of you analyze. If there is a T1 and T2, they are in turn on, so then what is the current direction? I not observe here. So positive cycle na, I will draw a rough diagram. So it is a positive cycle. So it is a positive cycle. Positive means it is a positive, right? And it is a negative. Similarly, I will have the supply current also. So here the current is coming and passing through thyroid T1 and passing through, this is the direction, and this is the current direction I naught, and RLE load, and which thyroid is turned on? T2, not T4, right? So T2 enters at T2 and leaves from T2 and again enters at the negative. Now this is the current direction, right? I naught. And similarly, from pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus, which two thyroids are in turn on? Which two thyroids are turn on? T3 and T4 now. So that is during negative cycle. Negative cycle means what about this one here? It is negative, this one, this is positive. Negative cycle. The current always coming out from where? Positive only now. Now this is the current direction. Here it will start. So which thyroids are in turn on? T3 and T4 now. Current comes up to here, but T2 is off condition, then current enters into T3 and comes down, and this is the current direction I naught, and my current is passing through the load, and when it comes to here, my T2 is in off condition. The current will enter at T4 and again it enter at the negative. Again it enter at the negative. Now observe here. So is there any change in the direction of the current I naught? In both the situations. In both the situations, is there any change in the current I naught? That's what I want. In both the situations, when there is a T1 and T2 turn on or T3 and T4 turn on, so my output current I naught is same or different? Please respond. I naught current is same or different? The direction. I'm not asking about magnitude. The direction is same now. This is the direction. So for this is the direction for T1 and T2, and this is the direction for T3 and T4. But what about supply current? What about supply current? If you can, this is the supply current reference. Okay, now. So during positive half cycle, it is my direction. During negative half cycle, it is in opposite direction. Yes or no? My supply current is reversing. But what about my load current? It is not reversing. But what is the relation between supply current and load current? They are equal or not? Yes or no? All are in series, right? Yes or no? When T1 and T2 turn on, so the load current equals to what? Supply current only. But here all of you observe. But the supply current is reversing, but my load current is not reversing. This is the key observation in case of RLE load. Okay, now if you understand this one, then I can draw the, so my load current, okay now, then I can draw the my load current waveform. All of you observe here. So my load current start from where? Definitely it start from alpha, but here we are having inductor now. Yes or no? Inductor, what is the behavior of inductor? It doesn't allow the sudden changes in the current. Because of that reason, so here observe here, my output will suddenly increase now. Yes or no? My output voltage suddenly increase here. But what are load current? Load current doesn't allow that sudden change. Because of that reason, my load current slowly increases. Even though my output voltage suddenly increases, my load current slowly increases like this up to pi. Again at pi, what happens? So the energy will be supported by only inductor, not by the source. Because of that reason, the current is slowly decreasing up to what? Pi plus alpha. Again at pi plus alpha, T3 and T4 turn on now. T3 and T4 turn on means again the load current is supported by the supply. Yes or no? But the direction is same. Yes or no? Again the same thing. Here observe here, the load voltage suddenly increases here, but the current doesn't happen like this. It's slowly increasing like this up to 2 pi. Again 2 pi plus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha, the conduction is supported by the inductor, and again at 2 pi plus alpha, again the conduction is supported by what? Supply voltage. Again it is slowly increasing like this. Understood everyone? Why I am getting current waveform like this? And again decreasing, again slowly increasing. Okay, now so this is how my output current waveform. Now can you draw the input current waveform, that is supply current waveform, anyone? Can you try it? Can you try it? Can you try to draw the input, that is supply current waveform? All of you observe here. When it comes to supply current waveform, I already told you now, the supply current is not the same. It is equals to Is. The observe here, the supply current Is equals to I naught, but the supply current is changing its polarity now. It's reversing its polarity now. During positive cycle, the supply current is in positive direction. During negative cycle, the supply current is in what direction? Negative direction or positive direction? Respond ma. During positive cycle, my supply current is in positive direction. During negative cycle, my supply current is not in the same direction. It is changing its polarity. It goes into the negative direction. Yes or no? Right. That we need to mention here. But I naught equals to Is, right? Accepted or not? But the I naught value equals to Is. That means first suppose consider positive cycle. During positive cycle, my current, okay na? So my current I naught equals to Is. There is no doubt. So because of that reason, so my current is like this. It is increasing and again decreasing. But during negative cycle, this is during negative cycle now, T3 and T4. When T3 and T4 turn on, what is that supply current? It is not in the same direction. It is in opposite direction. It is in opposite direction, but it is equals to what? I naught. The magnitude should be same. How means alpha here? So the same thing here, but here in the negative direction. Again the same thing in the negative direction. The current will increases, yes or no, up to 2 pi. Again at 2 pi, again it is decreasing. Are you understood why my supply current is changing polarity? So when T3 and T4 turn on, I think better to use blue color, no? Okay, no problem. Okay, now when T3 and T4 turn on, my supply current is changing its polarity. That's what I am indicating. And again during T1 and T3, again it is same in the direction. It follows output current, yes or no, increases and then decreases. And again it follows, it changes its polarity when T3 and T4 turn on, and again it is increasing. All of you understood supply current, very very important. I am drawing the supply current only in case of single phase full wave rectifier with RLE load. Earlier I have not drawn. Yes or no? Do you observe or not? Earlier I have not drawn the supply current waveform. This is how my supply current I am getting. Understood everyone? Now please respond if you are having doubt. I am happy to explain again why my supply current is changing direction. Respond ma, understood or not? At least respond, then so I can come to the conclusion that okay, you are listening or following, so like that. So this is my supply voltage Vs. So this is my supply voltage Vs, and here also you can indicate T1 and T2, T3, T4, yes or no? And one more thing all of you observe here, if my output current is continuous, okay na, if my output current is continuous and constant, okay na, if my output current is continuous and constant, then what is the nature of supply current? If my output current is continuous and constant, what is the shape of supply current? Can you guess? What is the shape of supply current? Can you guess? If the output waveform, LF of the real, if the output waveform continuous and ripple free, I will tell you what is the meaning of that, ripple free. So what is the meaning of this one means, so if my output current waveform is there now, this is my output current waveform. First suppose it is increasing again decreasing, now it's not like that. If it is a continuous like this, it is a continuous DC. If the current, so if the current waveform is like this, straight line, then what about my output current waveform? What about output current waveform? This is also like this in a straight line, here straight line. Then what is the shape of this waveform? It's like a square waveform, right? Yes or no? So this waveform we are calling as square waveform, okay na? And so it is having two tests, so that means two polarities now. So that waveform we are calling as quasi, QUASI, quasi square waveform, okay na? If the output waveform continuous and ripple free, then the supply current is square waveform. Understood now everyone? So why I am getting square waveform? So then supply current is what? Square waveform. Is it okay for everyone? Understood now why I am getting a square waveform for which current? For continuous current. This is one of the important observation. So in case of single phase RLL. So with this